What do you call the new what?
One day at the Fruit Roll-Ups factory.
Diamond!
Was that the bite of 87? Can't see my forehead.
Everybody say Hello Kitty.
I was born in 2006. The greatest year to be born, all time, 0 drawbacks. In 2012, I was 6 years old, and things were pretty good. You know, Obama, you got the economy back on track, Toys R Us, business booming, American consumerism leading to the decline of the middle class and American manufacturing. Inevitable. It truly was an amazing time to be a 6-year-old kid. Skylanders on my Xbox, Angry Birds on my iPad, shit in my toy box. The world was great. And now here I am, 12 years later. I'm gonna be an adult in early October. I don't feel the same way I did when I was 6 in 2012. I'm not amazed with the world anymore. I don't feel that unwavering joy, you know, that you feel when you're a kid. I'm tired. I'm stressed out. Now, I'm not depressed, okay? That's not where I'm going with this. I'm not like some depressed lunatic in his parents' basement that won't pay taxes, okay? That's not where I'm going with this, I swear. I feel like I've lost it. I've lost what it means to be a happy little kid. And when you lose something, what do? Well, first you cry for a while, and then you try to find it. And in my attempt to cope, I found something a few years ago, and that's liminal spaces. Now, liminality doesn't have like a solid definition, okay? It's kind of like all over the place. Anything can be liminal. Like, this basement could be liminal if I tried hard enough, alright? That's not the point. The point of liminality is supposed to make you feel like a kid again. It's supposed to make you feel nostalgic. The world was colorful and it was all good. There was no bad. I want to emphasize this. I'm going to be a grown-ass man. It stresses me out, the idea of growing up. And I kind of want to get it out of my system. And that's why I'm going to goof off as much as I can this summer. But part of that goofing off was exploring liminal spaces. Trying to find a place that I know is real. That makes me feel how I did when I was a kid. So I need to find liminal spaces for this video, which means I need to know what to look for. As a professional liminal space photographer, it is my professional opinion that there are 2 major categories of liminal spaces. The first kind of liminal spaces that make you feel that pure fear that you felt as a child. You know, that fear of the dark, right? The fear of the unknown, right? The fear of the boogeyman. The second kind are my personal favorite. The ones that make you feel like a child that's wandering around, that doesn't know how lost they are. You ever been in the supermarket with your mom and then you started wandering around and then you didn't know you were lost until you didn't see her around? That brief feeling of just pure curiosity with no other words in the world, that's what the second category liminal spaces is supposed to feel like. So now that that's all the way, let's talk about the coolest, most exciting, most interesting part about liminal space photography. Cameras. The type of camera you use for liminal space photography is critical to the quality of the photo. And you specifically should be using cameras that are around 20 to 30 years old. That is like prime time, early 2000s, late 90s cameras. The lower the pixels, the better. So when I say a camera has high quality, it's not good for this. I do have a couple of old ass film cameras, and they do have the right quality, but there are a couple problems. For one, they take film, and I don't have film. And two, I can't record with these. I have to vlog the liminal spaces, like my experience taking them, and I could do that on the phone while taking pictures with this, but how am I gonna get this onto my computer so I can put them in the video if this isn't digital? So I need a digital camera. I do have this really old flip phone right here, this Motorola. This this sounds stupid. This could straight up work. Issue is I don't have a charger for it, and I'm not sure if I can import stuff on it to my computer. So again, it's not happening. So what now? I need a knight in shining armor, a savior, Jesus Christ. I need a hero, and a hero is what I got. Behold the Canon PowerShot SD300 Digital Elf. This is the perfect camera for this. I shit you not. This camera has 4.0 megapixels and was manufactured in 1992. This is the perfect camera. This is exactly what I need. But yeah, this was my dad's camera, which is perfect because it just adds that immersion. Because this is a camera someone would have been using when I was a wee little lad, right? When I was a little kid, someone would have been taking baby pictures with this camera. And so I found my hero, my saving grace. But I still need a location. And this part's more difficult than the camera, believe it or not. I live in the middle of nowhere. The town I live in is literally nowhereville shit. So essentially I just live in rural North Carolina, which is a problem. Because I need to find actual non-Euclidean structures. Not, Civil War era farms owned by families that had slaves 300 years ago. Okay, this is not what I need right now. The only liminal location could be the big fields, and even then, I don't want to take pictures of just fucking fields. What I need are urban environments. And urban environments are specifically better than rural environments. Because a big aspect of liminality is places where people should be but aren't. Right? Take a look at the back rooms. The first level of the back rooms is literally an office space. It should have 1 billion people in there. But again, it's empty. There's no one there. There are no people in the rural parts of this country because there are no people out here. There's not supposed to be people out here. There's a low population density. But when you go to an urban environment, find a place where there's no people, it's weird. You feel out of place. It feels like something's wrong, right? That's a huge aspect of liminality. That feeling of being out of place, of something being wrong, that's what I'm looking for. That's a big part of liminality, being in between things. The only problem with going to urban environments is that I can't drive. I'll turn 18 here in a few months and I still can't drive. So I have to wait for my mom to take me to the big cities, which are like several hours away. I can't ask my mom to drive me to a city 4 or 5 hour round trip just so I can fuck around with a 30-year-old camera. Plus, it has to be at night to minimize the amount of people that are in the pictures because I don't want to take pictures of people. I'm not a douchebag. I somehow have to convince my mom to drive me to a big city at 2 in the morning so I can fuck around with a 30-year-old camera. That's not happening. I cannot convince her to do that. She will not do it. So, is that it? I don't have any more trick cards, I don't have any more saving graces. I don't have any more heroes like the camera. Was my quest to capture my childhood in a photo doomed from the start? Is there anything that can save me? What? What's this? A family trip to Florida! A vastly more populated state with actual shit to do, and we're staying at an Airbnb in the suburbs, meaning I can just walk wherever I want to? Oh my god. I'm saved! I'm actually saved! There's actually an opportunity to do this. I can actually make this happen. When I heard we were going to Florida, I was legit like shaking in my boots. I'm like, this is so good. This is perfect for the Liminal Space video because I can't get footage. I can't get enough footage sitting at home. So this just has a whole shitload of opportunities for this video. And all I have to do now is pack. So I have arrived. I do not have any plans of walking outside in the middle of the suburbs at night to try to get liminal spaces because, one, I'm tired, and two, the city where all the liminal spaces are going to be is like a 20-minute walk, and I'm not doing that. It's not happening. I will just wait until we go out tomorrow to take pictures and shit, because it's not happening. It's day 2. It's also fucking raining, and apparently there's a hurricane coming.
So let me give you the rundown of the next few days I spent in Florida. Day 3, I slept in. Day 4, I hung out with my grandpa. And day 5, I went swimming. So basically, I spent the entirety of the first week in Florida goofing off instead of being on the grind. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, Obi, that's okay. You're on vacation. You should take some time off. And no, you're wrong. I should have been on that grind getting liminal footage. But thankfully, day 6, I came to my senses.
2 things I'm doing today. 1, I'm going to a museum, which is great because museums are full of old ass shit.
Now let me learn you a thing or two about museums and why they're liminal. What is the defining characteristic of liminal? Nostalgia. Now think, what makes a museum nostalgic? Think back to field trips as a kid. Think about what it meant being in a museum as a kid. Exploring, learning things, not a care in the world. Now technically lots of locations and places might invoke feelings and memories like that, but I'm going to museums, so suck it.
Pretty good hero vibes.
Hi folks, welcome to World Master Commons. My name is Captain Bill, and today we're going to explore some of Florida's amazing freshwater resources. So sit back, relax, and we'll be underway in just a bit.
It's September. My college classes started. I didn't do anything I wanted to do this summer. I wasted it. Every last day I wasted. I spent all day rotting in my room. I don't know why I did that. I
could have done a lot. I could have gotten so many more videos out and done so much more photography. But this is it. I got less than a month till I'm a man. I'm a grown ass man. Till I'm an adult. I wasted all summer. My last summer. But now it's fall. It's cold and it's raining, and I like fall. It's my favorite season. But that was summer.